What if I told you that the 2023 Barbie movie isn't just a movie about dolls, but rather a modern fable about identity, transformation, and the reality-shifting power of self-concept? Welcome back to the Dreamy Reality, and in today's video we're going to be discussing the Barbie movie and how it echoes Neville Goddard's teachings and the timeless law of assumption. You are who you assume yourself to be. Let's dive into the manifestation secrets hidden in one of the most iconic films of the last decade. Barbie's journey begins in a world where everything is perfect, where every Barbie knows her role, and where life is predictable and beautiful, until it isn't. Suddenly, stereotypical Barbie starts glitching. Her feet go flat, thoughts of death creep in, and she's no longer aligned with the identity the world assigned her. And that is the beginning of her awakening, a moment we all experience when the version of ourselves we've consciously assumed no longer fits. This is the breakdown of the old self-concept. And in manifestation terms, she's confronting the 3D reality created by past assumptions, and it no longer feels true. Barbie leaves Barbie Land to enter the real world, a bold metaphor for stepping out of unconscious creation and into conscious choice. In Barbie Land, the collective belief was that Barbies had fixed roles. Doctor, president, astronaut, all were perfect and all were empowered. But in the real world, she's faced with contradiction, objectification, judgment, and confusion. She realizes she had been living in an identity shaped by assumption, but not her own. The law of assumption teaches us the world reflects not what is true, but what we assume to be true. Now Barbie must decide who is she without the role, the expectations, and the perfection. This is where manifestation becomes real, when the mask drops and the self asks, "What do I believe I am?" Gloria's monologue is a turning point, not just for Barbie, but for all of us watching. She speaks the truth so many have internalized. You have to be thin, but not too thin. You're supposed to love being a mother, but not talk about your kids all the time. These are limiting beliefs, deeply ingrained assumptions passed down for generations. And according to the law of assumption, the beliefs we carry often unconsciously shape our external world. Barbie's transformation begins here because she starts to see the programming. Once we see the program, we can reprogram ourselves. Now, Ken's story is a cautionary tale about attaching identity to the external. When he discovers the patriarchy, he assumes a new identity not from within, but based on power and perception. He thinks if I just act the part, I'll be valued. But this is an illusion that many fall into while manifesting. They seek validation from the outer world instead of shifting from within. But the emptiness of Ken proves that true manifestation doesn't come from copying the outer. It comes from choosing the inner state first. At the end of the film, Barbie makes the most powerful choice of all. She chooses to become real. This is the final step in any law of assumption journey. Choosing your identity, not based on what has been, but on what you decide. Neville Goddard said, "Dare to believe in the reality of your assumption and watch the world play its part." Barbie dares to believe in a new version of herself, not defined by her past, not defined by her role, but by her vision, her inner knowing. And that is the essence of manifestation. Barbie's story isn't about becoming something new. It's about remembering that you've always had the power within you to choose who you are. Your reality is not shaped by what others tell you, but by the identity you dare to assume and persist in. So whether you're in Barbie Land or the real world, your power lies within, and the mirror of your world is always listening. So assume wisely. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe for more videos on manifestation. Until next time, keep dreaming boldly. Bye for now.